Rachel Reeves, she announced a lot of big measures, but really one of her big messages was calling for more risk-taking in the financial services to promote growth, and all the while cutting red tape. And this is as she tries to repair her relationship with the city. And that's after we saw recent market turmoil. There was a tearful appearance of Rachel Reeves in the House of Commons. So she wants to provide an image now of stability. She's not going anywhere, and she said she is proud to be the Chancellor. She also reiterated her commitment to the fiscal rules.
This government that restored Britain's reputation as a beacon of stability by putting the public finances back on a firm footing, getting debt on a downward path, while investing prudently alongside business. That was, and still is, the right choice. National debt remains at its highest level since the 1960s, and globally the cost of borrowing has increased in recent years. Now, it's not the inheritance that I would have chosen, but it is the reality. And that is why the Prime Minister and I and this government remain committed to our non-negotiable fiscal rules.
She announced a host of changes, especially when it comes to cutting red tape. She wants the city to buy into this growth story, and that leads me on to some of those key changes: easing access to mortgages to spur home ownership, incentives to get people like you and me investing in the UK stock market, including also a concierge service for international investors as well. When it comes to the bank, lower capital requirements and a reform of the UK's ring fencing regime. Now, the Chancellor claimed this was indeed the biggest reform or deregulation in a decade, but it's also important to focus on what wasn't mentioned, and key to that was there was no mention of any changes to taxes. And there is growing concern that come the autumn budget, she's going to face a black hole of potentially 20 to 30 billion pounds. And how is she going to plug that? And it seems that tax rises may be her only option, and that's what the business community were looking to hear. But it seems that Rachel Reeves wanted to just provide some stability after the recent market turmoil we have seen.